We've heard today about how climate change is an international issue. My team at the City Council is all very much about making this a local issue, working at ways that we can tackle it to make climate change practical, tangible and real for people of Peterborough. To put that into perspective, in Peterborough, each of our residents would fill the cathedral 3 times full of carbon in their lifetime. Now, anyone standing in front of the cathedral and familiar with it can see what a vast building that is. So the small practical changes people can make will make a huge difference. The initiatives that we operate are all very hands-on within the community. For example, to run through a few of these for you, we have energy meters that any resident in Peterborough can borrow through a local library, or, as everyone likes a bit of competitiveness, you can pit yourself against each other amongst other residents to be able to see how you can make savings to your energy consumption. Other things that we've done, we've created games, fun, interactive ways of getting involved and learning more about climate change. We've also recently, as you've briefly heard earlier, successfully achieved £300,000 worth of funding secured for the villages of Glinton and Peakirk to really drive forward their aspirations for a low-carbon community. And practically here, one of the things that we're really proud of is that we purchased a handheld thermal imaging camera in the council, and we've trained residents how to use that camera. And the top picture there on the right-hand side shows a before and after image of a domestic house in Glinton, where before this resident had seen the amount of heat escaping through their walls, he was living in fuel poverty. But when he received letters from the council and other agencies saying, you know, we can help you here, we can give you some more money to improve the way you live, he didn't believe us until he saw that picture, and he really could see with his own eyes what a difference these simple measures would make. And that's a really practical example how, as a community, you can really begin to make a difference. Loads of work going on in the schools. I'm not going to talk too much about this because you've heard so much, but one thing I did want to do is give you some statistics from an initiative we've recently run called Power Down. This was operated by Jenna and Rob, and they secured external money from the region, and they ran a fortnight full of activities across 28 different schools in Peterborough. And the aim of that was to encourage them to reduce their energy consumption. And of the participating schools, 70% saved more than 10% in their electricity on the final day, which, if they carried that on throughout the whole year, would save them over £1,000 in energy bills. So it just shows how, giving people the resources and the enthusiasm, you can really start to make up big savings. If you're a business, loads again you can do in Peterborough. Sign up to Investors in the Environment. The City Council have received the highest level accreditation now, which we're really proud of. There's also lots of things you can do via employee energy challenges. Just get in touch with us and we can share these ideas with you. And one event we have coming up shortly is a Carbon Trust breakfast for small to medium-sized businesses across the Peterborough area, where you can come along and get hands-on direct support from the Carbon Trust to give you some advice about how you can make an impact in your area. And what is the council doing? Now, it's all very well me standing up here talking to you about what you need to do and people in the city need to do as residents and businesses, but we really need to put our own house in order too. Loads of different things going on, all to achieve our target to reduce emissions by 35% by 2014. So the enterprise partnership that we have are drastically improving the fleet of vehicles that the council operates. Our street lighting is going to be massively improved. And also we've done things to raise awareness amongst our employees. We have real-time energy equipment that allows people to see how much energy is being used in council buildings on a half-hourly delay. And very importantly, linking on to what Hugh said earlier today, is that to make a difference, it's about local leadership. It's about standing up there and saying, I believe in this and I'm going to make a difference. So I want to show you a clip from a film that our Chief Executive, Gillian Beasley, has made, so you can see what local leadership is in Peterborough.
Peterborough City Council's Chief Executive, Gillian Beasley, realises that the decisions she makes throughout her day can make a significant impact, not just upon her own carbon footprint, but that of the City Council's. Something that could have a major impact on her carbon footprint is how she decides to travel to work. Gillian spends a lot of her day working in her office at Peterborough Town Hall. She lives within a 2-mile radius of her office, so it would take her around 35 minutes to walk or just 10 minutes to cycle. But by choosing to drive the short distance, she would be creating enough CO2 to power her computer for a shocking 8.5 hours. Now, obviously the way in which you travel to work can be greatly influenced by the weather and other factors. But if you chose to walk just twice a week, you would be burning calories instead of CO2. After an invigorating 35-minute walk, Gillian arrives at her office ready to begin her working day. Whilst this is an excellent way in which to start her day, her efforts to help the environment can't stop there. The Earth only has a finite supply of natural resources. We can no longer simply throw things away when we have finished with them. Take the out-of-date document that has been left on Gillian's desk, for example. She could quite easily screw it up and throw it in the bin. However, every tonne of paper that Gillian chooses to recycle will save 17 trees. Gillian's job usually involves the use of a computer throughout the day. However, she is frequently out of the office for long periods of time, attending important meetings. What she does upon leaving her office can have a huge impact on the council's carbon footprint. If Gillian fails to shut down her computer whilst out of the office for 4 hours, she would be wasting enough energy to heat 2 microwave meals. And by leaving the lights on overnight, she will waste enough energy to heat water for 1,000 cups of tea. Everyone sitting and watching this film has the power to do something to help the environment. This may be changing the way you get to work or school, turning the computer off when you're not using it, or simply by switching the lights off when you leave the room. By making simple changes, you will have a big impact on the future of our planet.
Okay, so crucially, as the film was saying, it's about what you can do. So why not go away, go visit a local library and borrow an energy monitor and see how much you can reduce your bills by. If you are a member of a local school or have children at a local school, why not suggest to them to get involved in the next Power Down? Because let's face it, the last one was that successful, we're going to be running several more of them. Visit the council website, check out your heat loss score, and what you can do is look on there and see how much you can reduce your energy consumption by seeing how much heat is emitted through the roof of your house. We have a card game that you can collect a copy of out in reception. That's a game that you can play tonight with the family over dinner, based on Top Trumps, but obviously that's a brand name, so we won't use that. And if you're a local business, why not sign up to attend the Carbon Trust Breakfast on the 9th of March in the Town Hall? Thank you.